Everything else is just line art at this point. It's just line work. Color artist, they started on her. They got a call. They had to go home. Now they've only got her hair and a little bit of her shoes. I think we've seen this particular matchup a fair few times on stream in the past. And WiseMysticTree has always done a good job of putting up a good fight against Hollowheart here, going back and forth with her. The question, of course, is if the supreme speed and mix and looping mix potential of Millia can oppress A.B.A hard enough to prevent her from getting the rage gauge she needs. 'Cause she's got a full stick of butter, a pixel, and a dream. Particularly in Hollowheart's hands, she can do it, right? So Millia's got to get an advantage early and often and keep it going. If she wants to try to stuff out the things A.B.A wants to do, the question a lot of time is whether or not she can do that, and particularly also whether she can force Hollowheart to to go into Jealous Rage at suboptimal times. Either therefore wasting Jealous Rage time, or not having enough Jealous Rage to really get a snowball effect going. Right, like there, she had to go Jealous Rage in neutral, right, just to be able to contest the stuff WiseMysticTree was doing, try to get an advantage of her own, maybe snowball it, right? Gets hit, is forced to block, and bleeds so much Rage Gauge that could have been spent doing mix-up, doing damage, because of how well WiseMysticTree at the beginning of this round was commanding neutral and opening Hollowheart up. That being said, Hollowheart does find a way to build up a pretty good head of steam and is able to close the round out. So I think that largely, the rounds that we've seen Hollowheart win in past sets have been rounds where she has the ability, the space, to manage her rage gauge, by which I mean, yes, you can activate it when it's low. If you shift out before it runs out, right, that can give you a refund. That can help with you being able to repeatedly go into small bursts of it to keep Millia from running low to neutral. Or rounds where she is able to fill her gauge up on offense. Fill her gauge up and use it on offense. Have been the rounds where she won, where she has won. I want to say good call out on the burst, like my brain was saying, but it was really a good OS against the burst. RC there extending the combo, but also making it so that you'll be able to see whether they're bursting or not and react. Good stuff there for Hollowheart played. Game number one. This is exactly what you don't want if you're WiseMysticTree. Even if you start forcing Hollowheart to block, she has almost a full stick of butter, and she will be able to burst to keep Hollowheart from getting the full rage gauge in the corner like that. But she still has time after getting burst on to transition into Jealous Rage, getting a lot off of it. Almost bled the whole gauge, and now... Okay, simply block the super. And gets thrown to death. That's the thing. There's now, there was a possibility that looping pressure could have done it, but obviously any kind of combo or throw from Hollowheart was the first thing to go outside. Really good round starts by Own. Really good round starts by Own. I was doing another quiet yawn. Really good round starts by Own, by Hollowheart, this game, which is, I think, honestly, really critical to this matchup, because you're forcing your opponent to eat your block strength at the very beginning of the round. That's immediately building you Jealous Rage Gauge. And if you're building Rage Gauge, you're making yourself so much more of a threat, giving yourself so much more offensively that you could start doing in the blink of an eye. and making it so that instead of, you know, maybe having a life lead and have you rage and neutral and attempt to get something going, the momentum is on your side, right? Millia needs to stuff A.B.A.'s momentum here. If A.B.A. is able to get the right round opener, she can get the momentum on her side immediately, and that is so devastating, particularly with the level of play that Hollow Heart operates at. It's devastating. Another opener here for WiseMysticTree, able to starve Hollow Heart's rage gauge and start doing, you know, whatever the fuck he wants, as is the Millia tradition. Eventually, an RC does get some momentum for Hollow Heart here. Will she get enough to go into rage? That's really the question. You know, if she's able to go into rage when her opponent is at this health, that'll just be the round. This might be greedy. We'll see. She's just backing up out of it. The mix is not real, and it cannot hurt me. Not able to get anything off of the Jealous Rage, and now immediately put back into a block string. I don't even know what kind of hit that was. I did not block that, and I don't believe you did either. And now WiseMysticTree, definitely determined not to get knocked out of bracket. Hellbound and determined, does not want to get knocked out of bracket, putting forward a very not out of bracket, out of winner's side of bracket, and putting forward a very convincing display so far this round. But Hollow Heart just wants to close the set out. I don't know what to tell you. She's not letting you have this. That's be 3-0. Oh my god.